Good afternoon. The time is 1 o'clock from Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I'm Ronke Giwa-onafuwa. First, the news headlines. President Buhari challenges international community on joint tackling of terrorism. Others. Central Bank of Nigeria to tackle hoarders, smugglers. On the foreign scene, U.S. President warns North Korea after missile launch. In sports and Africa Cup of Nations, Gambia qualify for first time ever. Gabon also through. Those are the headlines. Now the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has charged the international community on more collaboration for solutions to the world's rising human and natural challenges. Naming terrorism, insurgency, displacement of persons, and climate change as some of the major and real threats to human existence, the president, who was receiving letters of credence at the State House, Abuja, urged the diplomats to work towards building stronger relations with focus on providing joint solutions to the existential problems. President Buhari told the envoys that the novel coronavirus remained humanity's greatest danger, as it does not only affect public health but also has a devastating effect on people's economies and livelihoods. He assured the new ambassadors that Nigeria enjoyed very good bilateral relations with their countries, stressing the need to enhance the cordial ties for the benefit of the citizens. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, today said President Muhammadu Buhari is passionate about the unity of Nigeria as well as tackling the merits of security challenges in the country. Shehu stated this in Abuja during an interview, noting that Nigerians enjoy the freedom of speech under President Buhari's administration. The presidential spokesman also spoke on the banditry activities in the northwestern states, reiterating his principal's commitment to nipping the menace in the bud. He said President Buhari has ordered the security agencies to shoot at sight anyone caught in the illegal possessions of firearms, notably the AK-47 rifles.
Sometimes the most ingenious people you have in given communities. If you are going this way, they anticipate you and then they change their own ways. This thing about school kidnapping, one of the issues that has been raised by people commenting in the press is the suspicion that that money is being paid in order to recover them. And so therefore, if you continue to do that, then it grows into an industry. Then you don't get over it. So therefore, if there is a government, as we have seen in Kaduna now, saying, look, enough is enough, we won't pay. And I'm sorry for the family members feeling about this, but let us also learn from experiences elsewhere, in other countries and all of that, so that although also it is true in states like Zamfara, you have the non-kinetic processes going on, and they are also yielding dividends for that. So I think that local crime temperature in any given state will help states to determine what to do.
Meanwhile, the Northern Elders Forum says President Muhammadu Buhari must do more to secure the lives and property of the citizens. Spokesman to the forum, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed, said it is clear that the government is not doing enough, and that is why the results have been felt negatively across the nation.
We're drifting apart from each other. We are creating enemies out of each other. We are telling Nigerians who are living in one part of the country to leave. It doesn't appear as if that is the concern of an administration. There are three things basically wrong with this administration. One is clearly that it doesn't have a thinking capacity. It's closed in. It's living in denial. It doesn't believe that the magnitude of this problem is real. So they don't appreciate the fact that there is an interconnection between their weakness and the opportunism which crime is feeding into. The reason why banditry and kidnapping is escalating is that the bandit and the kidnapper realize that there's a huge vacuum around governance and security and law and order. They have control of thousands and thousands of kilometers of our forests. This is a fact, and there's no way anybody can argue this away.
The Group General Manager, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Mele Kyari, said the federal government subsidizes premium motor spirit with about 120 billion naira monthly. He said while the actual cost of importation and handling charges amounts to 234 naira per litre, the government had been selling at 162 naira per litre, therefore bearing the difference. Kyari spoke at the weekly ministerial briefing at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. He said the NNPC could no longer afford to bear the cost, saying Nigerians would have to pay the actual cost sooner or later.
So as we speak today, I will not say we're in a subsidy regime, but we're in a situation where we are trying to exit this subsidy or the underpriced sale of PMS until we come to in terms of the full value of the product in the market. What is also useful is a very good opportunity to also say that PMS today sells across our borders anywhere above 300 naira to the litre, any of our borders, any of our neighbors, and in some places up to 500 to 550 naira to the litre. And I'm sure you have seen in very, very media, I just saw one today, that in some countries, the Nigerian fuel is the alternative fuel. In fact, the primary fuel, and we are supplying almost everybody in the West African region. I know also that it's very difficult to continue to afford this because we have our own issues, and that's why eventual exit from this is completely inevitable. When that will happen, I do not know, but I know that there are engagements that are going on. Government is very concerned about the natural impact of price increases.
A call has gone out to the Oyo State government to actively make use of the Mogajis and Bales in Ibadan land to promote peaceful coexistence and security in Ibadan land and council areas. The Association of Mogajis of Ibadan land made the call yesterday during a press briefing held at Makbo Hill on the violent security crisis in Ibadan. The chairman of the association, Chief Asimiyu Adekpoju, while expressing displeasure in the sad situation which he insinuated was caused by lack of employment for the youth, expressed optimism that the crisis could be easily managed and reduced to the barest minimum by the Mogajis and Bales with the assistance of the Oyo State government.
With the above enumerations, there is an urgent need by the Oyo State government to make use of the Mogajis and Bales to promote peaceful coexistence and security in Ibadan land and council areas like the Bobakeyes in Jebu land, the White Cap Chiefs in Lagos, MSS in Ile-Ife, and so on and so forth. The current violent security crisis in Ibadan land can easily be managed and reduced to the barest minimum by the Mogajis and Bales with the assistance of the Oyo State government. Most of the youths involved in the current crisis are jobless and unengaged. Most of them use their time in drinking of strong alcohol. And speaking of Indian hemp, an idle hand is the devil's workshop due to the fact that the youths are known by the Mogajis and that they still respect them as their family. Most of our Mogajis will, however, need the support of Oyo State government to achieve this feat.
The association were calling on the State House of Assembly to come up with a law making Mogajis and the Olubano traditional chief, traditional council members of all Ibadan land local governments pleaded for an increase from the current 15 to 25 or more per local government as it is done in some other states in the country.
We praise the governor for establishing a state committee on security that will handle security issues. We therefore urge the committee not to forget the traditional leaders in the communities are in a better position to checkmate youthful unwholesome behaviors, and government should make use of the Mogajis to ensure security and peaceful coexistence among the people of Ibadan land. That the Oyo State House of Assembly, together with the state government, should come up with a law increasing membership of the local government traditional council from the current 15 to 25 to accommodate more Mogajis. Thank you.
Traders around Challenge Odono Elewe Akpata Road in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, have been advised to desist from displaying their wares along the road or be ready to face arrests. Commissioner for Public Works, Infrastructure and Transport, Professor Daoud Shangodoni, gave the hint in a reaction to the ongoing road repairs and reconstruction at Challenge. Splash FM's correspondent Ayo Olubusi visited some of the areas of the reconstruction to feel its impact and people's reactions on the project. He gives details of his report in this package.
There are usually two reactions to road construction. While the road users will be full of praises for the government, traders who run their businesses by the roadside would wish for it not to come soon, not because they do not appreciate development, but for the fear of its effect on their businesses. This is the situation at the ongoing construction of sections 1 and 2 of the 12.5-kilometer dualization of Challenge Oduono-Eliwi-Akpata Road in Ibadan by the Governor Seyi Makinde-led administration. While the proposed development is intended to improve the business and international status of the city of Ibadan, the expansion of the road has had implications for a variety of non-transport activities, specifically the roadside traders. Some of the traders see the ongoing road project as a welcome development, however, lament that it would have adverse effects on their businesses as the proposed scout camp market built by the previous administration attracts less patronage.
We are really happy that with that scout camp there is no market there. If you borrow money, go to scout camp, you cannot sell it. Cover.
Actually, only the customers are able to stop by and buy whatever they want. Most people are turning back.
They, however, pleaded with the state government to give them at least 6 months to sort themselves.
If the government can help us, and we have a family, we go and borrow this money, and there is no any other source that we can cope. We are pleading to the government to give us chance. The government can give us maybe a year or 6 months now.
In his reaction to this, the Commissioner for Public Works, Infrastructure and Transport, Professor Daoud Shangodoni, emphasized on the need for the traders to relocate to the scout camp market constructed by the state government.
Anywhere in the whole world, there is what we call a designated marketplace. So you cannot trade on the streets. Why? You are exposed to many hazards. So that's why the government is saying, move to the scout camp market. It's all for you. If you move, buyers will come there. If there's any hazard there on that road, they will blame the government.
He explained that the government has appealed to the traders to vacate the walkway, as failure to do so before the project is completed could lead to the arrest of violators.
The walkway is provided for people to walk, not for people to do markets. So once it's finished, anyone found on that walkway doing marketing or business there will be arrested.
The commissioner further hinted that the project is expected to be commissioned before the end of the year.
Very soon, very soon. This year we are going to commission it, then put that through.
As the people continue to yearn for more infrastructural facilities in the state, it is also important to note that the government and the people need to work together to build an enabling environment for the society. Ayo Olubusi, reporting for Splash FM.
The Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry have appealed to government at the federal and state level to come up with business-friendly policies that will encourage prospective businesses and also salvage existing business presently at the edge of collapse due to the pandemic. The President, Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Shola Bodunri, made this appeal yesterday while addressing Newsroom after the annual general meeting of the Chamber for the year 2021. Mr. Bodunri noted that government must be conscious of policies dished out, putting into consideration the stability of existing business with focus on creating an enabling environment for prospective investors.
They must make sure that policies are do policies that are friendly to business. Because if you are not friendly to business, some of them may pack away, may stop business, and if they stop business, that stops employment. In fact, we have it in Ibadan already. Some people are leaving, they are stopping, they are closing shop. They are closing shop. One, because of the pandemic that is affecting them very adversely. And that's why the policies of government must be favorable to business, for business to stay.
He added that the past year, 2020, have been very challenging for businesses globally due to COVID-19 pandemic, which have crumbled so many businesses. Hence, the federal government must find a lasting solution to the issue of security and emulate other developed countries of the world by providing bailout for businesses in the country so that the economy can gain stability after surviving the recession it ran into last year.
No business will exist if there is no security, whether international or local. Nobody wants to put money in a place where the money is not safe. So we are using the opportunity to tell the government to please solve this issue of security so that the economy in advanced countries, when the new businesses were closing down, a lot of bailouts were done. So that business will survive. So we are appealing to government also, when they are doing their bailouts, they should give to people who really know how to use it. Bailout should not be a political thing. It should be directed at people who can use the bailout well for the economy. Because if we don't use it for the economy, there will be no...
While announcing that Ibadan Chamber of Commerce ended in surplus even with the advent of the pandemic, he maintained that they are and remain partners in progress with the Oyo State government. Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele has vowed to make life difficult for those who said are hoarding and smuggling commodities in the country, just as he announced that the Apex Bank has successfully financed over 3 million farmers. Emefiele's comment is coming on the heels of President Muhammadu Buhari's assurance of the federal government's continuous support to commodity farmers in the country in a bid to ensure the bumper harvest and tackle the smuggling of goods into the country. Governor of Kebbi State Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, who represented the president, disclosed this during the flag-off of the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria 2021 Northeast and Second Cycle Dry Season Rice Cultivation Program and 2020 Wet Season Harvest Aggregation and Sales of Paddies to Millers. The program, which was facilitated by the Central Bank Anchor Borrower Scheme, saw the rise of rice pyramids contributed by states in the Northeast. In his speech at the flag-off of the program, Emefiele said there is no need for anybody to panic as food prices are high because it is already coming down. It's still the 1 p.m. news on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, United States President warns North Korea after missile launch. On Africa Cup of Nations, Gambia qualified for first time ever. Gabon also through. Take a short break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay with us.
Let's get ready for Easter like no other.
Here we go again. Money, spending.
Come on, honey. Plenty options for us to pick from the Foodco Easter Sales Bonanza to celebrate Easter with range of incredible low prices.
Really, darling?
Yes, of course. For flash sale incredible offer. Buy Big Bull Rice 25 kg at 11,999 naira 99 kobo. And get Coca-Cola 50cl pack of 12. And Sunola Soya Oil 1 liter free.
What?
Other great offers include Malta Guinness pack of 6 at 749 naira 99 kobo. Milo Energy drink 500 gram refill at 949 naira 99 kobo. Buy Binotun Blender BLG 403 and get Lola Soya Oil 1.9 liters free. Try Ion D1 108 and get Sunlight Detergent 900 gram free. Plus many more mouth-watering offers this Easter at Foodco.
Wow.
And take advantage of Foodco Easter Awu, available in all Foodco outlets in Ibadan. Promo runs from 26th March to 5th April. Offers available while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó gbámúṣé pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n àkọ́ni tó tẹ̀wọ̀n àti ohun èlò amẹ́kọ̀ọ́yéni tó sunwọ̀n tí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fi lóye kíkún nímọ̀ tó wọ̀yàmì APES tutorial classes lónìí yẹn gbogbo akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ṣetán láti gba ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó yanrantí tẹ́sí ṣàṣeyege nínú ìdánwò post UTME WAEC NECO àti SSCE ẹ̀mọ́ náà wé ìdààmú sọ́pọ̀lọ́ APES tutorial classes kájú ẹ̀ àwọn olùkọ́ wọn dángájá bẹ́ẹ̀ làyíká wọn dáa fàgbọ́yé ẹ̀kọ́ owó morning and evening classes wọn ò gún pa ẹ̀yin òbí àtàlágbàtọ́ ẹ wá forúkọ ọmọ yín lẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún morning and evening classes classes fún UTME, post UTME, SSCE, WAEC àti NECO ní Apex tutorial classes tó wà lágbègbè yín lẹ́bàá Mobil petrol station UI àdójúkọ Zenith Bank Iwo Road beside Masak petrol station Oríta Apẹ̀rin ODBC terminus Celebo stop Old Ife Road pẹ̀lú East Grace Plaza Ẹlẹ́yẹlé Ìbàdàn 08106156116 tàbí 00508549922. Mr. Apex ní kẹ́ máa fọwọ́ yín láti dènà àrùn COVID-19.
Hey, is your body Yo-Yo Bitters compliant? What does that mean, you wonder? Well, it means do you take Yo-Yo Bitters every day? Yo-Yo Bitters protects you against opportunistic infections. This means you either take Yo-Yo Bitters as food supplement or as medicine recommended by your doctor. Yo-Yo Bitters is naturally enriched with ingredients that flushes out the body impurities, tackles waist pain, and resolves constipation. It is also fortified with vitamins that empower your body to perform at its optimum. Besides, Yo-Yo Bitters contain minerals and it boosts your body immunity. That's why Yo-Yo Bitters is such a great companion to have around the home, office, and everywhere. Available in liquid, gel, and tablets. Get yours today from the nearest pharmacy or medicine store. Yo-Yo Bitters, but clean inside out.
You're welcome back to the news on Splash 105.5 FM. Now turning to the foreign scene. President Joe Biden has warned North Korea that the United States will respond accordingly if it escalates its military testing after Pyongyang fired 2 missiles in its first major provocation since he took office. The nuclear arm North has a long history of using weapons tests to ramp up tensions in a carefully calibrated process to try to forward its objectives. Biden said it was a violation of United Nations resolutions and the U.S. was consulting with our partners and allies, warning North Korea that there will be responses if they choose to escalate. Biden's response demonstrated a change of tone from his predecessor, Donald Trump, who engaged in an extraordinary diplomatic bromance with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and last year reportedly played down similar short-range launches. But Pyongyang insisted today that the test involved a tactical guided projectile with a solid fuel engine, saying it was supervised by senior official Ri Pyong-chol rather than leader Kim Jong-un. And finally, in sports, Gambia's Scorpions have qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations AFCON for the first time ever after a slim 1-0 victory over Angola in Banjul on Thursday. The victory sees Gambia move to 10 points with 1 round of matches left. Asan Ceesay scored the lone goal for the Gambians in the 62nd minute to give the Gambians the vital victory. The feat was another feather to their footballing caps after the recent performance of their under-20 team in Mauritania. Meanwhile, Gabon have also booked a ticket to Cameroon after a well-worked 3-0 victory over DR Congo at the Stade de la Rénovation de Franceville. Just before we go, a recap of the headlines. President Buhari challenges international community on joint tackling of terrorism others. Central Bank of Nigeria to tackle hoarders, smugglers. US President warns North Korea after missile launch. And the African Cup of Nations, Gambia qualify for first time ever. Gabon also through. For more details on the news, visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download the Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World and Google Play Store to listen live, get news update, opinion poll, and also report an event live to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5, then click to download. We have now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawowo, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I'm Ronke Giwa-onafuwa. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports,